on the iPad Tuesday. Okay, so if you don't know me, my name is Maria Pretty, and this is Pretty Positivity. Today is Valentine's Day. Valentine's is coming. Where's your boyfriend? Except for you don't need a boyfriend to be loved, because you can love you, okay? So, okay, fit is picked out for Valentine's Day, and then, look. Well, I'm gonna have to turn the camera, but here you go. The flowers! The flowers for me and for me mama y mi abuela. They passed away, that's their altar. The ofrenda. I'm not sure if it's offensive. I'm not trying to offend anyone. But anyways, yes, queen. So here we are. This is going to be a Valentine's Day special reading. For one, I come to understand that for Valentine's, you can be your own Valentine. And that's what we're doing this Valentine's Day. Because I've never liked Valentine's Day, actually. I feel like it's a very capitalist holiday. I won't even lie. Like, I don't understand the story behind Valentine's Day. But I should probably write that down. Because I'll look that up later. Story behind Valentine's Day. It's always good to learn something, you know. We're going to look up story behind Valentine. We're gonna do some research on that later. But let's see. I just want to get the energy of the Valentines. I don't have any like love cards. I can make those though. You know what? We can make those. We can make some love-centered cards. I know people probably have their boo things, but for the single ladies who are choosing to focus on themselves and their energy at this time, this is especially for you, sweetheart. So let's get it cracking. We gotta move this out the way because she in the way. I know I'm gonna have so much fun tonight with my family. Ooh. Oh, this is my calendar. It's like a traveling calendar. I picked it up at the Dollar Tree. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. It's so pretty. Okay. I don't know what I'm needing. I'm needing something. Turn some light on up in here. Maybe get some of this going. Ooh, you can see it? Yes, queen. You can see it. Valentine's Day. Valentine's coming. Where's your boyfriend? If you let me, I could be your boyfriend. Excuse my unmade up bed. You can still see it. Yay. Did get that at the Five Below, but I just wanted a little ambiance to the room, okay? Maybe today to take care of yourself for Valentine's Day. You can do some things that make you happy, that make you feel loved, something to get into your sensuality, doing makeup still, buying yourself flowers or chocolate. Empress energy, receive. So definitely about being in your receiving energy. I love this collective because one thing about my collective, excuse me, Nana. My Nana used to smoke cigarettes, and I'd be doing altar work and shit. And so, like, her and them cigarettes, I had to go and get her some. She like, don't call me out, hun. That's my business. We're just gonna cleanse the cars. Very Empress energy. Practice some protection today. Intentional protection. Over yourself, over your energy, your body. Especially if you're like having plans on going out, that's extremely important. Because the energy vampires are out tonight, and so are the narcissists. And listen, oh, that's a lot of smoke. Ow. Yeah, be careful not to burn yourself. Like, it's like giving the energy of just be careful because the energy vampire is out today and your light is looking extra luminous because you've been working on yourself collective. But today I get the mist that the spirit wants you to focus on you. It's time to be happy. You know what I mean? Love it. You can use your incense smoke for perfume as well. Because of my apartment complex, we are not technically allowed to have candles and candle adjacent items in here, so I have to be very, very careful. Because I'm not about to set off no alarms and they come in here and yelling at me, okay? Okay. But anyways, yeah, so like, judgment call, it's your turn to be happy. For you to be happy. This is for the single ladies who are choosing to stay single right now. Like, if you ain't building with me, I don't want it. But right now is your building season. Ooh, already. Yeah. Okay, so like, it's like this. You were in a season where you had to be kind of like, you had to protect your peace. And it didn't feel like a lot of stuff was going for you, right? And you've kind of been holed up in this hermit because there's been a lot of healing for you. And so you haven't really had enough space to initiate anything outside of your healing. With the Ace of Wands reversed, there hasn't really been anything new beginning in regards to love, but I feel like this changes. This Ace of Wands changes. We have the Eight of Wands on the bottom, and it's changing really fast because you now get to focus on your happiness, and that was what you were trying to learn how to do. It's like, oh, I got this strength upside down. It's this feeling of I'm tired reflection, of feeling strong, of feeling like that you have like no collaboration. You've been very much in a reflective period in your life. And you're seeking for community. You're just not wanting to have to be strong anymore. And I feel like this Four of Swords really goes with this Queen of Swords reverse energy. It's like having to be super logical about situations, having to protect your peace in ways that it has kept you strong, but this season is not about being strong. Like, we don't want to keep ourselves bound to feeling like we're always having to work and always having to stay in this healed energy. And I feel like that energy is moving. And it started really yesterday. Like, yesterday on the 13th, 1-3 is a 4-day. And I think something that I had seen a couple videos on my timeline of like that was when the eclipse portal started. And so you could be feeling like some effects from the eclipse that is coming into your life right now. What else, Spirit? What information can you give me on love, and how can this collective best take care of themselves at this time? 10 of Pentacles. You know, like Kronk song where they it's like that. It's like you getting multiple opportunities to have fun. Like, some people may invite you out. You may have multiple opportunities to go out and be with your friends and be with community, be with the people you love. Don't pass that up. Really listen to your body though. Like, this is the time to, if you are being called to rest, then rest. If you are being called to go out, then go out. If you're being called to, it's really about balance, you know what I mean? Like, hey, what the hell are gonna come in the mouth? Okay, so then we have the Knight of Swords and the Two of Swords on the bottom. With the Knight of Swords, it feels like this rush of energy is coming in with the Eight of Wands as well. Like, this shit is fast. It's time for you to be for you. It's time for you to be for you in the best ways possible. And whether that be through embodiment or spending time with friends, there's a balance to it that you've had to learn. And I think that's why the Two of Swords is out here. Because in the past, you may have been a person that has ignored that balance. So for my example, usually when I felt stressed, instead of giving myself release or relief in the way of resting or taking care of my body or giving my body what it needs, I would go out and like smoke, because that was what I thought, my body needed. But my body didn't need to smoke. My body needed to go lay down and take a fucking nap. But here's also the thing: I don't have to completely put off smoking. As long as I am listening to what I need in that moment, that's what I need. Like, the other day, I fucking did a lot of work when it comes to my business, when it comes to building, and when it comes to building my future, and just needed to spark up a blunt to fucking just revel in my power. And that's what I did. So it's not about being extreme or being on two sides of a spectrum, you know what I mean? It's about being in the middle of it and learning how to balance that. And I feel like there's been a lot of issue or a lot of struggle in the past with you learning how to balance that. But you're allowed to go out and have fun and be with friends and be with family and because if the devil flipped here, it's not about these things controlling you anymore. And I feel like that's where you are. Like, you don't have to have something to feel like it's controlling you. You don't, like, that thing, that relief isn't controlling you anymore. You're able to, there we go. Just get it out of the face. It's not about pushing your limits. It's very much about understanding your limits and allowing yourself to exist within those limits without pushing them. It's that balance that you have learned. You've learned the importance of balance. Queen of Cups energy out here. Literally just what I was saying. With this 10 of Cups being reversed, I don't think I feel like it's a change in the way that you are seeing Ten of Cups. It's the your change in what makes you happy. Like, you don't have to submit to one way of living or one way of happiness. And so Ten of Pentacles is a very grounding, very like, I'm focusing on the things that light me up. It feels very personal. I don't, where the Ten of Cups is like, there's like a shared aspect of it. And it doesn't necessarily, this is how I'm feeling for this reading in particular. The Ten of Cups is like, there's a shared aspect to it in the terms of like a family. But for the Ten of Pentacles, this is like material growth. Like, I'm taking care of me, and I'm taking care of things that bring me joy and that take care of my body, but like also taking care of your body, learning to take care of you, learning to listening to your cues and giving your body what it is that you need. And I think that there's something so special in that. And this, with this magician, you fucking alchemist. See, I love my collective. It's like you have learned to take everything that you have been through, everything that you have learned, and alchemize it into something more beautiful for you, more personal, more power. I'm hearing that, but like, it's so much is coming in for you. You're no longer in a season of death with High Priestess on the fucking bottom. And I feel like you're also not in this energy of like reminiscing the past or grief anymore. You know what I mean? That shit is done. You're now focusing your energy on things that actually bring you fucking joy. And I genuinely appreciate that. Like, before I would say like, there's a lot of people-pleasing behaviors, and that you would probably get your fulfillment or sense of fulfillment from external acknowledgement from other people. And because you relied so much on that, when you didn't get that, it physically was painful, because your identity was tied to something externally. And so now that you understand that this stuff exists internally, you're able to have rest without feeling fucking guilty for it. You're able to say, I'm gonna choose to take care of my body first, and then I'm going to make a video, or then I'm going to create something, or then I'm going to bring something. There's this very motherly energy here. And there's also structure in a way as well. Structure in the way that it feels very balanced. It's not anxious. It's not like I need to do this, need to do this, need to do this. Your flow has structure to it. And it's tied to you and your body and what it is that you're needing, like your physical body, and also like taking care of yourself. Yeah, okay, so look. I'm not saying that you're against love, because we have the Ten of Cups, the Hierophant, and the King of Pentacles all out here reversed. I don't think that these are the center of your universe anymore. And there's something that is so freeing in that. And you can give back in the ways in which you choose to give back. You know what I mean? Like, there's not something externally. Ooh. The King of Pentacles fell. In the upright position, bitch. Is your masculine and feminine balance? Listen, because okay, hold on, because I put that upside down. But because these were reversed and these aren't your center, but you are instead your center, and you showing your self-love and reciprocity and all the things that you asked of other people, because you do this for yourself already. You buy yourself flowers, You give yourself rest. You listen to your body when there's multiple options calling to you. Because this isn't the center of your universe anymore, you have suitors coming in for you. You might have people in your energy. You might have people in your energy who got the bag. You know what I mean? Because you take care of yourself. You spend a little bit more time on your hair, on your makeup, on feeling good, on like really presenting yourself how you want to show up in the world. Really, it's just pouring into yourself that is allowing the energies that were restricted to like flow to you naturally, because you aren't like, this isn't the center of who you are. You are the center of who you are. You're the center of your desires. You have taken this shit, and remember, because the King of Pentacles was reversed first and it fell and it turned into the upright. Because this isn't, desk is sticky. I don't know what is on this desk. I've been trying to get it off for a long time now, but y'all don't know what's on this desk. But anyways, because this isn't the center of your universe, like finding a perfect partner and settling down and being happy for the rest of your life. But because you are the center of your universe now, that King of Pentacles has flipped, and they're like, okay, I'm a flow, because you know love will come in your life. You are love. It's not that love will come. It's that you are love. You are love. You are love for yourself. You are love for other people. You can see love in your own life, in your friends, in your family, and your interests and your passions. You literally are love, and therefore you're attracting love by realizing that you are love. And that's so fucking, like, I wish I can give you a hug through the screen, because, like, what the fuck? I'm speechless, bitch, because you got High Priestess and Magician out here, which tells me you are really balanced. Internally, you are really balanced. If there's something that you don't want to do, you're going to speak up for yourself and say, I don't want to fucking do it. There's a sense of clarity here. You know what I mean? Well, since I'm not saying that you are opposed to love. I'm not saying that you're opposed, that you don't desire a physical partner in your reality. And that's what I'm about to get some clarification on, because it doesn't feel like you're opposed to love showing up in your realities. It feels like more like you're not waiting on it to show up. You're no longer in a waiting period. You're like, okay, well, when it comes, it comes. I know what I want. I know how I want to be treated. I'm enjoying my life as it is. If love were to show up, that would also be okay. Like, you're not craving it, or like, I wouldn't, you're not forcing it. You're allowing it to show up in its own time, and I think that is making it magnetize a little bit more faster for you. Because you understand that you are the embodiment of love, and that you can find love and enjoyment in anywhere in your life. But I want to speak to the physical embodiment. What is this Nine of Swords? Nine of Swords is sideways. Maybe in the past you have had a lot of lovers that have taken you for granted in a way. Yeah, very egotistical came to mind because the Hierophant came out. But many people, many lovers have not been able to meet what you require. And what you require is very feminine, very soft, very like, I need to take care of myself, and I need you to be able to be soft in that, and you give yourself that. Yeah, I think in the past it's been this very structured understanding that love is going to come and it's going to save you. But now that you're not operating in that anymore, I want to see, is there physical love coming into this collective's environment? Options, and it's sideways. Why is it sideways? You may have options that you're not even aware of. But it's still very much come correct when it comes to me. High Priestess and the Magician. Sideways. Ladybug. I'm getting the sense, okay, so for this collective, understand that you are the one that calls in love for yourself. So it's about choosing that to be ready for love in your environment. Ace of Pentacles. Not being scared to receive. Ace of Cups. Six of Cups. Be flirty. Put yourself out there a little bit more. So we got Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and Nine of Wands. And then the Magician and the High Priestess. Put yourself out there. And the more that you see that you're putting yourself out there, and the more you're declaring, like, lovers come to me attitude and existing and embodying that, the more you'll see people coming in. Right now, and the Emperor. Yes. Okay, confirmation card. So we got both the Emperor and the Six of Wands out here. Spirit is saying, like, to continue pouring into yourself, but also declare that love is also seeking you. You know what I mean? And be very intentional with the way that love is seeking you. You know what kind of person that you would pursue. And be open to options too. As long as you're being honest and like being upfront, be open to options. You know what I mean? But like, Spirit says you have the power to call in love. You know what I mean? Like, it's simply the fact that you're embodying the identity of romantical love is pursuing me. I have multiple options, and declaring that and then embodying that identity. Anything else? There could be a little bit of grief you may be dealing with. From maybe past situations. You're being asked to reflect on that and let that go. This is somehow tied to your finances, your groundedness. Feeling like you can receive instead of being the only one that, you know, like, because you have the Queen of Cups energy out here, so you're really good at taking care of yourself. But like, being the only one that is like pouring into what you want. Like having hope and believing that love is available and in your field, because it is in your field. But there's this need for you to ground in the fact that you are able and capable of receiving the love that you seek and the love that you put out. Focusing on your joy, but also focusing on your passion and acknowledging that you haven't had there may be a cycle that you need to close out completely with someone that you used to be involved with. There's clarity coming in that for that situation. Let's get some clarity on this, because what is this conflicting energy? Knight of Cups on the bottom. There may have been a past situation where it felt like it kind of pushed you away from love a little bit. Away from the possibility of love existing like healthily for you. Because of the partners that you have dealt with in the past, it feels like there might be some fear that you need to release around receiving and believing that that person exists and that it's possible. There is a sense of not wanting to dim who you are. My roommate always has the best music. But there's this sense that I really get that it's like you don't want to change who you are you don't want to dim yourself down for anybody. And there may be like a struggle of belief that somebody out there is able to match your frequency, match who you are, match your beliefs and your grind, and give you what you need. You know what I mean? Okay, think of it like this. There's two people, right? You know who you are. You're very go-getter, you know what I mean? And you've practiced a lot of balance. You want the person who comes in to also be grounded within themselves and then be able to offer you and accept who you are. You're not wanting to dim down your light, because we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Sun's out here. First of all, I want you to release the partnerships from the past, because those are complete. That energy is no more. I know the world is in reverse, but this Seven of Pentacles is screaming like you're scared that you're going to attract an individual that used to be like the other people in the past. And I don't think that that's the case for you, because you understand how people work a little bit better. You understand energy better. So I don't even think that's an option for you. you don't want to dim down who you are. And that's where I want you to change your belief and see how far you have come. Because there is no dimming down who you are in order to receive love. Love is going to show up the way in which you believe you operate now, what you believe you deserve. So what you believe you deserve should be fucking big and bold. And you don't have to change that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Queen of Cups. The Tower reversed. Again, it's that not wanting to give up whatever you've been pouring into. You may not even want a relationship, and that's okay. But you can still receive love from someone, receive effort from someone without being in a relationship, being long-term or thinking long-term. You know what I mean? Page of Cups. And then you have the Eight of Swords on the bottom here. You can still be a part of something without it being long-term. As long as it isn't impacting you. And as long as you're being honest and upfront with yourself. Really, collective, it feels like you are the love that you've been seeking for. For the single ladies, I know there might be some looking for like a partner or something, but like it really feels like the energy of finding love in the things that bring you joy. And if a partner comes along, then they come along. I'm just reading the energy. I have to light your dick. Dang. Yeah, it's time to throw this out. Sorry, we're actually not going to be working with the light your deck today. It got spilled in oil some time ago and it looks like it molded, so that will be the end of that reading. Let me get the Caroline deck out though, because I do want to give you... Listen to yourself when it comes to any type of relationship or anything like that. Like, listen to yourself internally and what it is that you truly want. Because that's going to tell you your next steps in love. Like, if you feel that love right now, like in a romantical sense with someone, feels restrictive, don't pursue it. But if there's a person that is putting in the effort in which you know that you require, and which you know that you desire, don't be scared to go out and chase that. I feel like I'm picking up for two collectives now. There's a collective that doesn't really care to, like, if it comes, it comes. And then there's a collective that's like, I think that I'm ready. Here are the things that I'm looking for. Be open, but do not settle. Be open, but do not settle. Detective. Great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth, shadow attributes, voyeurism, falsifying information. And companion. Yeah, like I was saying, like, there's a collective. Okay, so then we have companion, light attributes. Loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness for the light attributes. For the shadow attributes, betrayal by misusing, confidence is loss of personal identity. Don't get lost in looking for a companion. There's two collectives, bitch. There's the detective. They're like focusing on themselves, their intuition, maybe their own truth, their personal truth, and then you have the people that, you know, are actively seeking a companion. Don't lose yourself in the process of trying to seek out a companion. And for the detective, don't get too caught up in taking. Don't deny yourself certain luxuries. Don't deny yourself love because right now it feels. Don't deny yourself of desire. Don't deny yourself of love or desire. You know what I mean? Like, allow yourself to still feel open. Even if it's not towards a relationship. You don't have to have a relationship to be healthy, you know, or to be happy. You don't have to have a relationship to experience love, you know what I mean? But you also don't have to be super, very much like repelling towards it either, you know what I mean? Just like the option that you've been doing, like balancing and taking the time to take care of you. Whatever comes up, and that's what it is. And so this is the reading. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it resonated for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. I'm on different platforms, and my website is at the link in the bio. Bye.